moment. I'm going to count you up from 1 to 3. When I get to 3, eyes open, looking alert right at me, showing you can focus on me. But the instant you hear me say sleep, eyes closed, head rests forward, body melts into the chair, and your mind will take you deep to this most favorite and safe place. Please nod if you understand me. Good. So I'm going to ask you to take a look at me at 1, 2, 3. Sit upright, look right at me. I'm right in front of you. Look right at me. You look very well rested. And sleep. Eyes down, close deeper and deeper. Let it happen. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. The more deep you go, the better it feels. The better it feels, the deeper you want to go. You're doing wonderfully. Loose, limp and relaxed. You're doing wonderful. Okay, only the person I'm touching now. Only the person I'm touching now. I'm going to bring you up on the count of 3. I want you to look at the spot that you were looking at the wall. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Would you look at the spot that you were looking at? Focus only on that spot. Look nowhere else. Okay? As you continue to focus on that spot, I want you to imagine just how wonderful this state of relaxation is going to afford you. You're going to feel a wave, a blanket of relaxation that comes over you. When you are ready, I want your eyes just to drift down closed. Let your head drift forward into rest and sleep deeper and deeper. You're doing wonderfully. You guys are doing wonderfully. Excellent. So, here's the first thing that we're going to do. You'll notice that in this room right now, unfortunately, they have neglected to put on the air conditioning, which means in a moment you're going to feel just how warm it is in the room. And you know how your clothes kind of cling to you when you feel warm, right? Because when we first walked in, it was about 77 degrees in here. Right now, it's about 85 degrees in here. And you know how that would make you feel, right? You might even start to get a little parched in the mouth. The lips get a little bit dry, right? That would be understandable. It's about 90 degrees in this room right now. Yeah, and you can notice, yeah, that you're trying to cool yourself off. Sometimes people try to fan themselves. They try to fan themselves to feel a little bit better. It's about 100 degrees in here. Fan yourself. That's okay. Fan yourself. Fan yourself. It'll make you feel a little bit better. It's about 105 degrees in this room right now. You can feel just how hot it's getting in here, right? It's about 110 degrees in here. Yes, that's okay. You may want to loosen the collar around you. Yeah, you find that you're starting to perspire a little bit. It's about 115 degrees in here. They promised they were going to fix the air conditioning in a minute. It's about 120 degrees. What would you do to calm yourself? What would you do to cool yourself, right? It's very hot. You know how that feels around your neck, right? The glasses tend to get a little slippery on the eyes, right? In fact, they have fixed the air conditioning. Not only is the air conditioning fixed, it's nice down, oh good, it's a balmy 75 in here. Oh wait, they actually have it going too far. It's about 65 in here. It's about 60 degrees in here. It's about 50 degrees in here. Ooh, it's about 45 degrees in here. Yes, it's very uncomfortable. Yeah, and you know how the goose flesh would feel, right? It's about 40 degrees, about 35 degrees in here. You can almost see your breath, almost like a meat locker. It's about 30 degrees in here. What would that feel like? What would you do to stay warm? How would you rub yourself? Yeah, how would you rub yourself to keep warm, right? That's exactly what you do, right? Maybe even rub the hands together, That's okay. It's about 25 degrees in here. You know how your fingers start to feel a little numb? Are your fingertips feeling a little numb? You can rub them together. Yeah, don't let them get too numb, right? That's not safe for you. It's about 20 degrees in here. It's about 15 degrees in here. It's getting much colder, much colder. Okay, good. They started to fix the air conditioning. It's more temperate. It's 65. It's 70. Whew, good. We're in a better state. That's much better. Much better. Here's what I want you to try right now. Please make a fist with your left hand. Extend your left hand straight out in front of you. Make a fist with your left hand. Extend your left hand straight out in front of you. Straight out in front of you. Okay? This is no longer a fist on an arm. This is a steel bar. This is a steel bar, nice and tight, okay? We were loose, lip, and relaxed before. This is a steel bar. This cannot move. This is 10 times tighter. This is 20 times tighter. You cannot bend this at the elbow. You cannot bend the wrist, okay? If I tried to come by and lift this arm, it would not lift. 20 times tighter still. Really, imagine that being a solid steel bar. A solid steel bar. You've seen steel bars. You know what that would feel like. You know what that would feel like. You can imagine what that would look like. This isn't an arm. It is a solid steel bar. Come real tight, tighter till. Make a tighter fist. Make that fist twice as tight. Make that fist twice as tight still. I'm going to come by, I'm going to try and move this arm. Look, this is absolutely rock solid. Rock solid. I cannot look. This is absolutely rock solid. Tighter still. Twice as tight now, twice as tight. Here's what I want you to try. You're going to try this, but you will not be able to do it. Try to bend your arm at the elbow. You can't do it. It's a solid steel bar. Try and bend it. Try it hard. You guys have bent your arm before. Really struggle. Really try to bend that. You can do that if you really try, but it's too hard. You just can't, right? And sleep all the way down. Sleep deeper and deeper and deeper. 20 times more relaxed. You're doing wonderfully. You're doing wonderfully. What a calming choice to make, to be able to drift into this state of sleep that you can come to at any time. This is perfect. I'm going to try something. Only the person I'm touching now, only the person I'm touching now. I'm going to count to 3. When I do, your head is going to come up, your eyes are going to open, but you will have forgotten your name. You will have no ability to recall your name. Even if you had heard it and you tried to say it, your mouth would foul in trying to say the sounds that would sound like your name. It's completely gone from your mind. It'll be a struggle. It won't be a frustration, but the harder you try, the harder it will be to even try to recall that name. It's going to be absolutely gone from you, not if you understand me. Good. I'm going to bring only the person I'm touching now up on the count of 1, 2, 3. Eyes open. Look at me. You're doing wonderfully. You feel pretty comfortable right now? My name is Mark. I like to introduce myself to people at the start of the show. I'm sorry, and your name is? A little bit of a struggle? That's okay. Try really hard. I mean, even if you saw it on a license, you know, would you put your hand flat on my hand? Would you press down on it? Press a little harder. Look at me. Sleep down deeper and deeper. Let it go all the way 20 times deeper. There you go. Drift. Let it happen. Let it happen. There you go. You're doing wonderfully. You're doing wonderfully. Okay. Just the person I'm touching now. Just the person I'm touching now. We're going to try something with you. You are going to have no recollection of the number 6. The number 6 means nothing to you. The number 6 means nothing to you. If you were to count, you would go from 5 right up to 7 without skipping a beat. That's not a problem. It's never been a problem for you, and you're completely comfortable with that. Not if you understand. Number 6 completely gone. It has no bearing, no meaning in your life. So if we were to count, we would count from 5 right up to 7. I'm only the person I'm touching now. I'm going to bring up on the count of 1, 2, 3. Please look at me. Eyes awake. You're doing it perfectly. How do you feel? Pretty comfortable right now? One of the reasons that we come to a show like this is we get to meet people. And one of the advantages that we find is that we find that we have more similarities than we do differences to people. We have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 10 fingers, right? You hold out your hands for me just like this, just like this. Just, I'm going to touch. Just, would you count your fingers off for me nice and loud? Here's
1,
nice and loud.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is that 6? That's okay. Look at me. Look at me. Sleep deeper and deeper. We'll try again. Again, the number 6, completely gone. Okay? Completely gone. Completely gone from your memory. It has no meaning to you. It never did. It never will. Completely gone. When you count from 5 up to 7. That's the way it's going to be. It's going to seem so natural. We're going to try that again. We're going to bring you up on the count of 1, 2, 3. Eyes awake. Eyes awake. Look right at me. Very good. And again, I'm going to ask you to hold your hands out for me just like this, and we're going to count your fingers. Count them out nice and loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. We're going to try that again. I just want to make sure we get there because you did wonderfully. You were speaking nice and loud. Here's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Would you? I'm going to hold my hands up. Would you count my fingers? Just touch each one, and would you count out? Here's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So I guess we are more similar than different. That's good. That's good. I have something for you. I don't bring this out for everybody. It's a little sleep dust. You're wearing glasses. It won't get in your eyes, but the minute you inhale it, you're going to fall right to sleep. Deeper and deeper. Let it happen. Deeper and deeper. You're doing perfectly. 20 times deeper. Good. Let it go deeper and deeper. You're doing wonderfully. Here's what I'm going to do. Only the people I'm touching now. Only the people I'm touching now. I would like you to reach your hands out. I would like you to interlace fingers with one another. Can you grasp hands like you're holding hands with one another? This hand into, please let go of this hand and put it in this hand here. Interlock fingers, just like that. I'm going to ask you to hold it up just like that, gently like that. But here's the thing, I want you to squeeze a little bit tighter, because this is now not two separate hands. This is one hand. It's though this is all made out of granite, only carved to look like two hands. Do you understand that even if you tried, really lock the thumbs down, really lock the thumbs down, that even if you tried, you would not be able to release these hands. You're going to struggle hard. It won't be a frustration, but it will be a fascination that no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to release from each other. So the people I'm touching now, 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Okay, you'll notice that we got a grip over here, and how are we doing over there? Can we release that? Can we let go? Is that a bit of a struggle? Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. That's okay. With this finger, would you hold this finger up? Would you touch her on the forehead? She's going to go right to sleep the minute you touch her on the forehead. And down, deeper and deeper. Good. Would you hold that finger up one more time? Touch yourself right on the forehead, deeper to sleep. There you go, all the way. These hands may release now. Let them go. Good. Let them go completely, wonderfully, deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper. I have a slingshot over here, and I'm going to hand you the slingshot. Hold up the slingshot in that hand. In this hand, this is a little marshmallow. I want you to load the marshmallow into the slingshot. When you pull it back, it's going to hit that back wall. When it bounces off that back wall and hits you right in the forehead, you're going to fall right to sleep. Pull it. Let it go. Off the back wall. Boom. Down. You're doing There is one last thing that I'm going to ask you to do for me. That when I bring you up, you will have no recollection of anything that has happened up here for like the next 30 minutes. And maybe as you get into your car, all of a sudden, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things are going to start to come back to you. But the harder you try to recall this, the harder it's going to be to recall any of the details now, not if you understand. Good. But when you hear my name, Mark, when you hear my name, wherever you are in this room, you're going to point, and at the top of your lungs, you're going to point to me, and you're going to say, he's the man. When you hear my name, yeah, and it should make you feel good. My name, Mark, you're going to point to me in your loud voice. You're going to make sure everybody knows and hears you. You're going to point to me, and you are going to say, he's the man. Not if you understand me. That's perfect. We're going to bring you up now on the count of 5. My name is Mark.
He's the man.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me this evening. If you had fun, I'm going to be here in Delaware for a couple more days. You can ask the librarian to find out where the show is performing again. My name is Mark.
He's the man.
Well, thank you, yes. And I hope I get to see you again. This round of applause is really